it's Mary Davis from QBO Cleanups again. In this video, we're going to go over how to reconcile your bank and credit card accounts. The first thing we'll want to do is go to our dashboard, over to banking, and then choose the account that we would like to go ahead and reconcile. So today we're going to work on the checking. Over to the right here, go to bank register, and in the upper right, reconcile. Okay, it looks like January's been done for us. It says here the last statement ending date is January 31st of this year. So let's see, what is our ending balance? And again, the first thing you need to do is get your bank statements or credit card statements in front of you so that you have your ending balance and you have the date of the ending balance. Those are very important. You can't reconcile without them. So our ending balance, according to our statement here, is $4,875. And the ending date for our checking statement is February 28th, 2022. And then we just click Start Reconciling. And we'll see here that there is a difference of $125. This is what this particular little alert here is telling us. And just to walk you through what everything means on this page, here we double check that yes, that is our statement ending date. This is our ending balance, and then our cleared balance, the beginning balance, and how many payments and deposits were in this time period. Now, as you'll see, nothing is checked here. Neither one of these transactions is marked as reconcile. So as we look at our bank statement, the best way to do this is to go ahead and do payments first or deposits first, but split them up. It's more manageable that way. So let's do payments. We look at our statement, we see we did have one bill payment, $300 to Robertson Associates. It did clear, so we go ahead and mark that off. And then we go over to our deposits. Again, we reference our bank statement and we see we did have one payment on account from Bill's Windsurf Shop of $175. And if you click all, you will see all of your transactions together, and we are now in balance. So we can go ahead and click Finish Now. And sometimes when this little pop-up comes up, it will also have a button to the left that says Attach Statement. And if that is a choice given to you, I strongly suggest you go ahead and attach a PDF copy of your statement, because then that is a great way to keep it in one spot, right in your bookkeeping. For now, we'll click Done. And then we're going to go on to the next month. And again, we see here that our date has changed. The beginning balance has changed because we've moved one more month forward and reconciled into February. So for March, our ending balance, according to our statement, is $4,570.45. Our ending date for this statement is March 31st, 2022. Now again, we see we have our ending balance, our date, cleared balance, and beginning balance. So these are our transactions, and it looks like we had 2 payments and 0 deposits. And once we reference our statement again, we see that yes, we did verify that we had a $250 expense from Robertson Associates and also a $54.55 expense, a check that we had written to Chin's Gas and Oil. So this is correct, and we can go ahead and click Finish Now, but I do want to show you one little spot here. If you ever get into the point where it's a long reconciliation, or maybe you need to leave it temporarily and come back to it, you can always click Save for Later. And then when you go back into your reconciliation, you just resume reconciling. So we can go ahead and finish now. And let's do one more month so I can show you a couple more things here that might be of interest. The ending balance for April 30th, 2022 is $4,321.40. So let's choose our April 30th, start reconciling. Now this one's got a few more transactions here. And what I wanted to show you was if you ever get to the situation where you feel like, hey, maybe I entered that date wrong, or what's going on, the first place to look, if you are not reconciling and you really feel like you should, the first place you go is to this edit info. This is where I find a lot of the issues start. All you have to do is enter this number incorrectly and your whole reconciliation will be off, or enter the wrong date. And you'll really frustrate yourself because you're thinking this should really reconcile. There's only a few transactions. It's really straightforward. Well, transpose a couple of these numbers and that will definitely do it to you. So here we see we do have a few payments. And when these come through your bank feed in a real situation, not the sample company, you will see these little symbols here, the double boxes in green, and that means when they came through your bank feed, QuickBooks matched them to a check you wrote, to an expense you had maybe with your debit card, to a bill payment. And if it matches correctly and everything is all in order, all of these will be check marked, and you will have you will be automatically reconciled. So for here we see that we do have all the payments checked. We did double check every single one with our bank statement. And the deposits, we make sure, did we receive this payment? Yes, we did. Here's a sales receipt that is on our statement and one payment on account. So we are reconciled and we can go ahead and click Finish Now. And sometimes you will have a situation where the transaction came through from the bank. It's on your bank statement, but it is not in your register, and that will happen. The QBO bank feeds are not perfect, and sometimes they do break. So if that's ever a situation, it's no problem. Just go right into the register and choose the type of transaction you are going to go ahead and add. Say it's an expense that didn't come through. Choose the date. Be very careful again with the date, and we're going to go ahead and enter, let's see, we paid Diego Rodriguez $10. Always mark it cleared when you're doing this, as long as you have looked at your statement and it was verified as a transaction. And then we're going to assign it a category and click Save. So that will put it into your bank transactions in your reconciliation. Same thing with a deposit or a check. Let's go ahead and add a deposit from Amy's Bird Sanctuary. You can enter a memo here. This is a deposit, so we're going to go ahead and enter it there. Click on Cleared, and this will be, let's see, design income. That sounds good. Okay, and so sometimes also you make an error. Now let's say you entered this transaction manually and then later you go back and you say, that was not $10, that was $10.01. Well, again, you can go right back into that transaction and edit it, and it will save with the correct amount. Sometimes also that the bank will make an error. So in that situation, say you made a deposit, this deposit here of $100, and when it comes through the bank feed, the bank only credited your account for $90. So what you'll do is go in and adjust your register for the $10 that the bank owes you, And then when that comes through and that's all absolved at the bank, then you'll go ahead and reverse that entry when you get that credit of the $10 back. So that's the basics of how to reconcile your accounts. I know that most people really do not like to do their reconciliations, but it is really important that you do them. You catch bank errors, you catch vendor errors, and it just keeps your books nice and tidy. It's best practices. It's just one of those things you really have to do. If you have any issues with your reconciliations, feel free to contact me and I'll guide you through them. Have a great day. See you next time.